I will be doing my report on Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois. Booker T. Washington has done much for the black community. A few things he has done, mentioned on HistoryChannel.com, are he served as an advisor to Theodore Roosevelt and William Howard Taft. He's also known for many educational advancements in the black community. He's also known for founding the Tuskegee University located in Tuskegee, Alabama. The school was founded to help industrial and more educational school teachers back in the early 19th century. He created the National Negro Business League in response to the age of Jim Crow. Booker T. Washington was born a slave in Western Virginia. As a kid, he worked as a houseboy for a salt furnace. He was educated at Hampton University. Booker T. Washington's philosophy and the Tuskegee machine won him widespread support among northern white philanthropists as well as among blacks in Atlanta, Georgia. Rival black newspapers, educators, and thinkers were frequently intimidated by his brand of boss politics. Growing up white and black opposition, growing black and white opposition to Washington's acquiescence and disenfranchisement and Jim Crow led to the formation of the Niagara Movement, a NAACP activist organization working for civil and political rights as well as against lynching. He has a biography up from slavery, widely known in literary circles. Booker T. Washington also used to work at Hampton Normal Agricultural Institute, now Hampton University. He then went on to study at Wesleyan University in Washington, D.C., and he joined the staff in Hampton. He was selected to head a school of newly established African American Tuskegee Institute. Booker T. Washington urged fellow blacks to temporarily abandon efforts to win full civil rights and political power and to instead cultivate their industrial and farming skills to attain economic security. Booker T. Washington also believed that education in the crafts of industrial skills and the cultivation of virtues of patience, enterprise, and thrift were best for black people at this time. This would go on to happen and then help break down racial barriers in the early 1800s. These sentiments were called the Atlanta Compromise by such critics as the black intellectual W. Du Bois, who deplored Washington's emphasis on vocational skills to the detriment of academic development and civil rights. He also went on to receive an honorary degree from Dartmouth College and Harvard. The next African-American educator is W.E.B. Du Bois. He was born in Great Barrington, Massachusetts on 1868, February 23rd, and became the first African-American to earn a Ph.D. from Harvard University. W.E.B. Du Bois did a lot and was known as a spokesperson for African-American rights in the early 20th century. He co-founded the National Association of Colored People. Booker T. Washington attended school with whites in Tennessee and was encouraged by white teachers to go to school. He moved to Nashville, Tennessee and attended Fisk University where he encountered Jim Crow South. After graduating from Fisk University, he then went on to attend Harvard University with the help of his friends and family support through loans, summer jobs, and scholarships. After completing his master's degree, he was selected for the study abroad program at the University of Berlin. While studying in Germany, he studied with some of the most prominent social scientists of his day, and was exposed to political perspectives that influenced the rest of his life. He went on to become the first African American to earn a Ph.D. from Harvard University. He then went on to enroll as a doctoral student. He went on to write a book known as The Philadelphia Negro Social Study. This then went on to start the beginning of his expansive writing career. He coined the phrase "the town's tenth," the phrase that described one of 10 black men becoming leaders of their race. He worked as a professor at Atlanta University and rose to national prominence when he publicly disagreed with Booker T. Washington. Du Bois criticized Washington for not demanding equality for African Americans as granted by the 14th Amendment. W.E.B. Du Bois then went on to create the Souls of Black Folk in 1903. W.E.B. Du Bois is widely recognized as a significant figure for his pursuit of social justice, for his literary imagination, and his pioneering scholarly research. W.E.B. Du Bois emigrated to Ghana and was known for Pan-Africanism and settled in Ghana shortly before his death. That's the end of my presentation on Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois. Two, I would say, founding fathers of Black America, so good people to know. All right, bye.